morning, Santa Cruz. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I am here to, well, originally it was going to be a story of one listing that I just experienced, but I decided to make it two. I've been enjoying bringing real life to these videos so that you can really see what's going on and kind of help you see between the headlines of what's going on out there. So my original video that I wanted to make was just shocking. Over the weekend, today is Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. One of my friends contacted me about a property. She's transitioning and trying to figure out what to do right now, but a property had come up and she was very curious about it. So I contacted the agent. There was two agents on the property and neither one of them called me, answered, got back to me. Both of them just sent me a text message, and one didn't even know whether I was an agent or not and just simply sent me a door code to access the property. And I thought, man, have we got to this point? Have I been in this business too long? Has it left me? Are agents really just replacing AI? I think it's crazy because, number one, those people are hired to represent a seller, and so they should want to be contacting me. Number two, they don't know if I was a buyer. So it made me think, like, I'm a buyer, and this is the agent that I'm contacting, thinking it's a listing agent or whoever it might be on the other side of that, Zillow, Redfin, who have you. And they don't even have enough time to pick up the phone, find out what I'm doing, what I'm looking for, if this is the right fit. Then what's the value? Where's the value there? And so right now in our industry, we're requested by law to have you sign forms before we can show you property, to have you sign into open houses. And sometimes unknowingly, especially in these situations, I'm thinking people are not getting educated. Thoroughly, we're not finding out what their needs are, but we're probably not educating them. And I don't know. I mean, it's Tuesday. It's been 4 days. I haven't heard from them. They haven't followed up to see how the showing went on the door code. They haven't followed up to see if I was interested or if that property worked out for me. They haven't reached out at all. And so I wanted to talk to you about that because that is not the standard that you should deserve. We are here to guide you. And that is why my slogan is guiding you home with Aloha, because it's a process and it's a lot more than just opening up a door. So when you see my signature and it says opening up the right doors, not just any door, that really came from this press to show me era that we're in, where you don't really know who you're reaching out to. What's their credentials? Were they a waitress yesterday and today they're a realtor? Like, what qualifications do they have to represent you in one of the biggest purchases of your life? Now, I'm not bragging at that. Everyone's got to start somewhere, and a lot of people, get mentorship or whatnot. You're not just out there, and I don't want you to feel unsafe, but that experience really had an impact on me because I kind of looked at it like maybe they thought I'm coming from the consumer part. And you deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. So why did I say this was a tale of two properties? Well, I had a different client. This is a client that I've been working with that's relocating to the area. And they found a property that we've been talking about and wanted to go to the open house this weekend and see. And so I did reach out to that agent. I think it's important to know what kind of traction is going on. The reports that the property were several years old and hadn't been updated. And it's just my job to give you the most that I possibly can to put you in a situation where you know exactly what you're doing going into this before you decide to write an offer, or even consider a property. And when I spoke to this agent, she was very responsive. I've known her for a long time. We were at the same company together over 20 years ago. And she just had a short minute to speak with me, but had let me know that they had already received an offer. So this is the second update I've given you, that a property's received an offer within just a few days of coming on. So we're definitely seeing a change here right now, depending on where it is and how it's priced and the condition and whatnot. But this was what was so crazy is that property had 70 people. Now you remember last weekend it was beach weather, and I find that our open houses on beach days are a little bit quieter. We don't like to come out in the rain, and we like to go to the beach on the beach days. We're lifestyle people. 70 people on Saturday and 80 people through that house Sunday. So it's 150 people through the property. You have to sign in now when you go. So we have a very good way of tracking like how many heads or groups have come through. Well, why does that matter to you? And why am I sharing that? Because that's going to be a competitive property that someone really needs guidance on. So I want to take it back to the first property. Imagine if I had clicked on Zillow or Redfin, one of those places, to just get a random agent to take me out and to see that property. And they wanted to treat me like AI. There was 150 people through just on one weekend. The disclosures are 2 years old. There's been a lot of changes to the property. Was it done for a flip? Was it quality done? What are my rights here to do my investigations? Who's guiding these people? Does the agent even know, even if they want to pick up the phone and they want to answer? Do they have enough experience to guide this person through the process in a way that they can not only be guided properly and do their due diligence, but also in a way that they can actually write a winning offer and get it accepted? So I just thought, wow, what a crazy contrast. Both of them were new listings. And yeah, I just want you to be leery before you sign anything that says, sure, show me this house, I'll work with you for the next 6 months. Make sure that they have a process and plan for you to make sure that they are guiding you with Aloha to the right home, and they are opening up those right doors, helping you define what matters most to you. And yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share that. It's a crazy week, beautiful weather. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Do you make corned beef for St. Patrick's Day? It's a tradition we do have. And so what do you do for your St. Patrick's Day holiday? Maybe it's green beer. Anyway, that was it. I just wanted to share that little experience I had, and I hope that you have a better experience than the one that I did.